Hello, welcome to River Flow Yoga. It's Serena here. So today I'm gonna guide you through a back bending heart opening flow. This flow is gonna help you release tension and stress and gain bravery and strength. It will also work your core and back muscles, making them more strong and more flexible. Please remember when you practice to always listen to your body, respect your limitations, and enjoy your practice. Thank you. So let's start by sitting comfortably on your mat with your legs folded, your back long and straight, and your shoulders relaxed. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and sigh it out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, release the shoulders and start to release the chin down to the chest. And with an inhale, bring right ear to right shoulder. And then exhale, do half a circle and bring left ear to left shoulder. Let's do it one more time, all the way to the right. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. And all the way to the left. And then come back to neutral. And start to bring the chest forward, placing your palms on the knees. And then when you exhale, bring it back around the spine. And again, inhale forward, lifting the chest up, lengthening the spine. And exhale back to round. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And then come back. And from here, we're going to start to bring the right shoulder toward the left knee, moving the chest forward, going in a circle, bringing left shoulder to right knee, going back, rounding the spine. And again, coming all the way to the left, all the way to the right, and back. Keep going. Lengthen as you come forward and try to move with the breath. And now switch directions. So exhale as you go back, inhale as you come forward. Feel the movement of the spine. One more time. And then come back to center. Inhale, lift your arms up, lengthen as much as you can. And exhale, release your arms down. Now we're going to be moving into all fours. Make sure you have shoulder distance between your palms and hip distance between your knees. Engage your core muscles and bring the right leg back. And then bring the left hand forward. Make sure that you're not arching in the lower back. And keep the gaze down to the floor. And slowly start to bend the right leg. Reach with the left hand and grab the right foot. And kick the foot into the hand, opening the shoulder, opening the hip. If this is too much for you, you can do it with a belt. Slowly release and come back. And from here, bring the left leg parallel to the floor and the right hand. Engage the core muscles. Make sure that you're breathing in and out through the nose. And let's start to bend the left leg and grab the left foot with the right hand. Lifting the left knee as high as it goes. With control, release. And slowly walk the hands all the way to the front. Keep the hips above the knees and drop the head all the way down into the mat. You can either place the forehead, or if it's comfortable for you, you can release your chest down into the floor. Make sure you're engaging your core muscles. Breathing deeply. And then slowly come back, roll all the way down into the floor. Place your elbows under your shoulders and have shoulder distance between the palms. Keep tucking the tailbone in, keep lifting the chest up and opening the shoulders back. And then slowly from here, start to release. And then place the fingertips on the floor and bring the elbows on top of the wrist. With an inhale, start to lift the chest away from the mat. And then with an exhale, release it down. Keep the elbows on top of the wrist. And again, inhale, peel your chest off the floor. And exhale, release it down. One more, inhale and lift. Engage the core, lengthen the spine. And slowly come back. Start to bring your arms behind you interlace your fingers together. And with an inhale, tuck the tailbone in and start to lift the chest off the floor as much as you can. Make sure that you're not feeling any compression in the lower back. And then exhale and release it down. Shift yourself back into your child pose, bringing the toes to touch and allowing the forehead to release completely into the mat. Relax your shoulders and relax your breath. On the next inhale, come back and let's start to move into downward facing dog. So spread the fingers wide open, push the whole palm into the floor. And then relax your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your buttocks high up and shift the weight back to the heels. You can walk up and down in the same place just to warm up the legs a little bit. And also make sure that your chest is not dropping down into the floor. You're engaging here, as if your chest is looking forward between your palms. Inhale and then lift the left leg up. Hold. And exhale, release. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Keep the weight equal on both palms. And release it down. Now from here, option to walk to the front or to hop to the front. Bending the knees and allowing the belly to touch the thighs. Releasing the spine, the shoulders and the neck. If you want, you can shake it, or you can just be still. Tilting your hips forward as much as you can. And inhale, lift your back parallel to the floor, and then come all the way up into standing. Lengthen the arms. Then when you exhale, fold all the way forward. Bend the knees a little bit, relax the head. Inhale, bring the back parallel to the floor. And exhale to fold. Step back with the left. Have your right thigh parallel to the mat, knee ankle on the same line. And back into plank. Core is engaged, heels are pushing back. And with an exhale, release. Knees, chest and chin, keep the elbows close to the body. And inhale, find your baby cobra. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Relax your head completely. Bend the knees if you need to. And with an inhale, lift the left leg up and step forward between the palms. Have a really big step. Hold. And exhale, step forward, standing forward bend. Backs parallel and then release. Inhale, come all the way up, tuck your tailbone and lengthen your spine. And when you exhale, fold. Inhale, back parallel. Then exhale to fold again. And this time we're going to step back with the right. And again, hold here, one breath. Drop the hips and lengthen the spine. And exhale back into your plank. And the next exhale, release it down. Knee, chest and chin. Inhale for your baby cobra. Open the shoulders here. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Lifting the buttocks high, shifting the weight back to the heels. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And step forward between the palms. Hold one breath. And with an exhale, step, standing forward bend with the back parallel to the floor, and then fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And when you exhale, bring your hands in Namaste. Next inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, backs parallel. And exhale to fold again. Walk back with the left leg and release the left knee down. Inhale and lift the chest, placing the hands on the hips. Make sure right knee, right ankle on the same line. And then either do a fist or just place your hands on the lower back. And go a little bit backward into a small back bend with your core engaged. And then start to come forward. Lean back with the hips and flex the right toes. Again, bring it to the front, lift the chest, go back, back bend. Keep lifting the chest up, keep engaging the core. One more time, come forward, shift the hips back, flex your right toes. And then go back and find your plank. If you practice Chaturanga, you can release Chaturanga. If not, you can stay with knee, chest and chin. Inhale for your upward facing and exhale back for your downward facing dog. Imagine yourself as an inverted V. The chest is looking forward between the palms. And inhale, lift the left leg up. Step forward, big step. Use your core muscles to be able to take this big step. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, hands in Namaste. Interlace your fingers together and start to shift yourself forward. Arms are straight all the way up, and then when you release, cactus the hands. Bring them back in Namaste. And again, bring them forward, stretch up. Release with an exhale, cactus the arms. And then step forward, standing forward bend. Relax the head. And then inhale, come all the way up. Spine is long and straight, core is engaged. When you exhale, fold. Belly is touching the thighs. Inhale, bring the back parallel, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold again. Take a big step back with the right leg. Release the right knee down. Inhale, lengthen the arms up, lengthen the spine and tuck the tailbone. And exhale, place your hands on the lower back. Make sure that the tailbone is tucked in and go back as much as you can into your back bend. Keep lifting the chest up even though you're going back. And then slowly come forward, flexing the left toes. The left leg is completely straight. One more time with an inhale. Start to come all the way to the front, knee ankle on the same line. Lengthen up. Place your hands on the lower back. Back bend. Deep inhale here. And when you exhale, start to come back. Shift the hips back. Flex the left toes. And slowly start to move yourself into your plank. Engage your core, push your heels back. Release knee, chest and chin or Chaturanga. And with an inhale, find the upward facing dog. In upward facing dog, you want to have the thighs away from the floor. And you want to really lift the chest and push the palms into the mat. And then shift back and find your downward facing dog. Make sure that you're pushing the palms equally into the mat. And inhale, lift the right leg up. Step forward between the palms, release the left knee down. Bring the arms in front of the heart in Namaste. Start to interlace the fingers, shifting yourself forward and inhale up. Exhale, release to cactus. One more time, interlace your fingers together, stretch forward, up. Release with an exhale, cactus, and step to the front for standing forward bend. First lengthen the spine and then fold. And with an inhale, start to come all the way back up. And with an exhale, release. Hands in Namaste in front of the heart. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale to fold it forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine, backs parallel to the floor. And exhale to fold again. And this time, just step back and find your plank. Shift to the right side for side plank. Keep pushing your hips forward and up. And then lift the left leg into V position. And bring it all the way back behind you. And go into a small back bend, wild thing. With control, start to come back into side plank and then into plank. And let's shift it all the way to the left. And again, ground yourself. Inhale, lift the right leg and step it back. Push both feet down into the floor. Drop the chest back. See if you can reach the floor with the right hand. With control, come back, side plank, plank, and release anywhere you want to. If you're releasing chaturanga, please don't come further down than the elbows. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Next inhale, lift the left leg up. And start to bring your knee all the way toward the left wrist, finding your pigeon pose. Keep lifting the chest, lengthening the spine. Slowly come back. Stretch the left leg, bend it, and drop all the way back to the right one more time for your wide thing. Pushing the feet, engaging the core. Come back, three-legged dog, so the left leg is up. And with an exhale, release it down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And exhale, let's start to bring the right knee toward the right wrist, releasing all the way down into your pigeon pose. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, open the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then go back, three-legged dog, stretching the right leg. Bend it and drop all the way back for your wide thing. Go as deep as you feel comfortable in the back bend. Come back, three-legged dog. And then release the right leg down. Look forward, either walk or hop to the front of your mat. Find your standing forward bend. On the next inhale, start to come back into standing position. And bring the hands in Namaste in front of the heart. Make sure that the tailbone is tucked in, your core is engaged. And once again, inhale and lengthen. And this time on your exhale, find your chair pose. Make sure that you can see your toes and that you are engaging your inner thighs. The weight is shifting back to the heels. With an exhale, fold it forward. With an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold again. And step back with the left leg. Have a nice big step. Ground yourself and inhale, lift the chest all the way up for your high lunge. Place your hands on your hips. Make sure your tailbone is tucked in. Lift the chest and go into a small back bend. And then bring the chest all the way forward and bring the arms behind you like Superman. Keep engaging your core, and with an exhale, release it down and step back, find your plank. Choose any option. Release. And then we meet back in downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up, bending the leg, and just opening the hip. So imagine that you're trying to kick yourself with your left foot. Keep grounding the shoulders and grounding the palms. Core is engaged. With control, come back and step forward between your palms. Inhale, lift the arms up for high lunge. Lengthen as much as you can. And exhale, step into your chair pose. Make sure your tailbone is tucked in. Next inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale for chair pose. Engage your inner thighs, ground your heels. And then fold forward, relax the head. Inhale, lengthen the spine, backs parallel. And exhale to fold again. This time we're going to step back with the right and find high lunge. Option to bend the right knee if you need to. Tuck the tailbone in, lift the chest, go into a small back bend. And then start to bring your chest forward. Arms behind you, Superman. Belly's touching the left thigh. Chest is lifting. And with an exhale, go back, find your plank. Release it down, knee, chest and chin or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, bend the leg, and start to open the hip toward the left side. Again here, trying to kick yourself with the right foot. See the stretch happening in the legs and maybe a little bit in the right side of the body. With control, core engaged, step forward between the palms. Inhale, lift the arms up, find your high lunge. Keep pushing your right toe down into the floor. And exhale, step into chair pose. Spine is long and straight. Next inhale, come all the way up, lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine. And exhale, hands in namaste. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold it forward. Relax your head. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold again. Perfect. And step back, find your plank. Float through your vinyasa. And we meet back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Lift the right leg and step forward in the center of the mat. Rotate the left heel 90 degrees. Have your right knee, right ankle on the same line. And inhale, lift your chest for warrior two. Make sure that you're tucking your tailbone in, you're lengthening the spine. Keep pushing the outer edge of the left leg as well. Your arms are strong, you're gazing forward. Maybe in your mind, checking how you're feeling right now. And then inhale and reverse your warrior back. And exhale, bring it forward, placing your elbow down on your thigh. Keep rotating your belly, rotating the chest so that's parallel to whatever is in front of you. If you feel comfortable, release the right hand down. Inhale, come back, warrior two. And then bring the right foot in, left foot out for warrior two on the left. You have your left knee, your left ankle on the same line. You're pushing the outer edge of the right foot. And inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, bring it forward. Keep lengthening here as much as you can. Pick any option you want. Either place the elbow down or just use the core. Breathing deeply through your nose. Inhale, come back. And now bring the feet parallel to each other with your toes slightly in. Place your hands on the hips, tuck the tailbone and go back into a back bend. Bend the knees a little bit. And coming out of the pose, chest up and then all the way forward. Relaxing your head, relaxing your shoulders. And try to keep the weight on the toes more than the heels. Keeping your back as straight as you can. Option to use a block if you cannot fold this much. And just place your hands on the block. Keep your back parallel to the floor. And then come back, rotate yourself to the front of your mat, then step back to find your downward facing dog. Moving the legs a little bit if you need to. Breathing deeply here. And with an exhale, release. all the way down to the knees. Lift the hips up, so you want to have your hips on the same level as the knees. Tuck the tailbone in, lengthen your spine. Do a fist, place it on the lower back, and start to go back into your back bend. Make sure that you are engaging your core and you are lifting the chest up the whole time, especially when you come out of the pose and then come to sit on the heels. Let's do it again. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, go back, open the shoulders, engage your core with control, lifting the chest up, and then come forward to sit on the heels. Check how you're feeling right now. Maybe close your eyes for a breath. Let's do it one more time. See if you can go a bit deeper this time. Keep pushing your hips forward. Slowly with control, come back, release the pose, and shift yourself into your child pose. Open the knees a little bit away from each other so your chest have more space to release. Allow the breath to relax. And then slowly come back and lay on your belly. Make sure that the tailbone is tucked in, so you are pushing your buttocks down to your heel. Interlace your fingers behind you, and with an inhale, lift the chest and find your cobra. Engage the core, tuck the tailbone, lift. One more breath, and then exhale, release down. Place the palms on top of each other and relax the head. Maybe moving the hips a little bit here, left and right, releasing any tension in the lower back. On the next inhale, start to lift the chest. Place the elbows under the shoulders and shoulder distance apart. And then move the right elbow in to the center. Bend the left leg, reach with the left hand and grab the foot. So you're going into a small twist here and you are stretching your quads. Slowly release and switch sides. Keep opening the shoulder back, the right shoulder. Pushing the right heel close to the buttocks. And again from here, release. And shift yourself into your child pose. Staying with the breath, in and out through the nose. Deep inhales, long full exhales. And see if anything has changed so far. You've been opening the heart, you've been going into back bends. And next inhale, come back, lay on your belly. And we're gonna bend both legs, reach with the palms, grab the outside of the foot. Engage the core, push the buttocks down and start lifting the chest. Pushing the palms into the feet into the palms. Maybe rocking forward and back one time. Make sure that you're not opening the knees. And with an exhale, release. And back, child pose. In the next inhale, let's start to go back into downward facing dog. Stretching the spine, stretching the legs. From here, lift the left leg up and step forward between the palms. Ground the left heel and the left toes into the floor. Make sure that you are balanced and kick the right knee into the belly, finding your balance on the left leg. And then bring your right foot behind you and grab the inside of the foot with the right hand. Place the left hand on the hips and start to lift the right knee as much as you can, finding your dancer's pose. Allowing the chest to fold forward a little bit and going into a small back bend. Keep the gaze in one place. With control, come back. Bring the right knee into the belly and hug it. And exhale, release. Step back. Find your downward facing dog. Move a little bit if you need to. And let's do the other side. Lifting the right leg and step forward between the palms. Grounding the right toe and the right heel down into the mat. Whenever you feel okay, bring your left leg all the way to the front. Control the movement and then bring the left foot back. Reach with the left hand, grabbing the inside of the left foot. Stretch the right hand in front of you and find your dancer's pose. Feel the back bend here. With control, come back, bending the left knee into the belly and hug it. Lift it as high as it goes. And slowly step back. Find your downward facing dog and release down, child pose. And on the next inhale, we're done with moving today, so we're gonna slowly start to come back and find a seated position. Placing the right knee on top of the left, grounding the seat bones. Make sure that you are not sitting on your left foot. Inhale and lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist to the right side. Keep opening the shoulders. Keep breathing to the nose. Now we're going to start to release the pose. Inhale and lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist all the way to the left. Ground your feet and rotate yourself in a circle. Eventually, when you come to sit, you're going to have the left on top of the right. If you got confused, simply place the left knee on top of the right. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. Grounding both seat bones on the floor. And making sure that the core is still engaged. On the next exhale, come back. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale to release. Stretching both legs in front of you. And we're going to be going into some forward fold. If usually this is not easy for you, please place a block and sit on the block. And from here, left leg's going to be straight, right one bended. And we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold forward. So here, focus on having your back straight more than actually folding. Make sure that you are not rounding the spine. The only time you can round the spine is if your belly is touching your thighs, so you're really down there. If not, keep your back long and straight. Feel the hamstrings stretching on the left leg. And with an inhale, come back and lengthen. Release your legs, shake them if you need to. Stretch the right one, bend the left one, placing the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Make sure your back is long and straight, and then fold forward. Close your eyes and just stay with the breath. Wherever you are, that's perfectly fine. What matters is to feel the pose and to enjoy it. On the next inhale, start to come out of the pose, lifting your arms up and lengthening your spine. And exhale, release, stretching both legs in front of you. Place your palms behind you on the floor with the fingers facing forward. And with an inhale, start to lift the hips and lift the chest away from the mat. And your toes want to reach all the way down and touch the floor. Make sure you're engaging your core, you're tucking your tailbone in. And then release it down and come to lay on your back. Placing your feet hip distance apart and knee ankle on the same line. We're gonna move into bridge pose. So with an inhale, lift the hips, interlace the fingers together and squeeze the shoulders together, pushing them down into the mat. Slowly release your arms and release all the way down. We're gonna do it one more time with some variation. So inhale, come all the way up, interlace the fingers, and this time lift the left leg up and point the toes. Keep lifting the hips, do not allow the right knee to open to the right side. Release it down, and let's do the other side. Right leg up, keep lifting, and exhale, release, and release all the way down into the floor. Bend the knees into the chest and hug them. Breathe. Now you have the option to do your wheel pose. If it's too much for you, you can stay and do another bridge. For wheel pose, make sure that you are engaging your core, you are tucking your tailbone. Do not allow the elbows to open up. First, place the top of the head on the floor. If this is okay for you, lift the chest and go into your back bend. You have the option to stay here, or you have the option to walk the feet forward, stretching the legs completely. Keep opening the shoulders here, lifting the chest up. Whenever you feel you've had enough, with control, tuck the chin and release all the way down into the floor. Stretch the left leg down and bend the right knee into the chest. Hug it as close as you can to the belly. And release, switch sides. So this pose will help you release any tension in your lower back. Slowly release. Now you have two options. Option 1 is to do your shoulder stand, and option 2 is to do your headstand. For shoulder stand, protect your lower back and lift your legs all the way up. Point your toes. Make sure that there is no compression in the neck, so keep pushing the back of your head into the mat. Whenever you've had enough, slowly come back and roll all the way down into the mat. If you're picking option 2, headstand, first you want to grab with the fingers the outside of the elbows. So this is your mat. And when you place your head on the floor, your head should be in the center. You can place your thumbs inside of the ears, and where the fingers reach, this is where the head should be on the floor. So make sure you're not placing your forehead on the floor. Release your elbows down, interlace your fingers, lift the hips, and start to walk the feet as close as you can. Slowly bend the knees into the belly. If you can control it here, then go up with the legs. Trying to have straight legs with the tailbone tucked in, so you're not going into banana headstand. Keep the core engaged, keep the weight on the forearms, so the head is only there, we're not putting the weight on the head. Whenever you feel you've had enough, with control, release down and find your child pose. And on the next inhale, inhale and come back and come to lay on your back for Shavasana. In Shavasana, try to relax as much as you can. Relax your breath and relax your body. And check how you're feeling after this practice. Stay here for as much as you want. Thank you. Namaste.